Okay, welcome back. It is day 215. No, 16, I think. 216 of coding every single day. Um, Today was a half day for my lab and research, so got out pretty early. I showed up pretty late to the lab today, just because I'm still waiting for my. Well, okay, I did talk to my like mentor, advisor, whatever today, um, about the ray tracing stuff in the channel state information. Um, he like gave like some good points, but I still think he hasn't technically approved it. So, um, I'll probably refine it based off the comments he gave this weekend, and then start data collection on that information that I'm getting. Um, and then train the model, but I don't know if he's gonna like it or not, but he's been pretty slow, I guess, with like kind of what he's been giving me. So I'm just gonna have to move on, anyways. So that was that. So I did literally no work for today. I read into some more channel state information stuff because I know like phase is part of what is collected with channel state information, but I'm pretty sure it plays a role in how amplitude is calculated. But I'm not tracking phase information because I'm just focusing on one thing at a time here. Um, so I was like, do I still calculate it and just not use it? And he was like, just focus on amplitude. So I'll just go with that. And yeah, that was about it. As for the leak code today, I kind of kicked my ass. I decided not to do an easy for once in the last few weeks. Um, and my solution worked technically if there was no timeout. Um, the whole idea was given an array of integers, return the minimum of each subarray summed together with all the minimums. So each individual, just the subarrays that make up that array. And so my brute force method was literally going through, making a window, looping through the window, and then taking the minimum element, adding it to a sub, and then a sum, not a sub. And then it wanted to do like a modulus of like 10 to the ninth plus 7 or whatever. So I returned my sum modulus that. And I mean, it passed the test cases that it could pass, and then it just timed out on the ones that took way too long to, you know, complete processing. So, and the solution is some sort of like stack mono something stack. Um, I should read into that solution more, but it was kind of boring me reading that solution. It was something with like okay, if you're in this range of four elements, right? And it's something about like one of these indexes you already know is the minimum, right? And so you know that you don't have to include any of those other elements. And that was what I was trying to do with the LRU cache in a way, um, that I did at the end of my solution, or like my second attempt of the solution, um, which was it was horribly implemented. So I don't think it was doing any work. But it was horribly implemented. And I saw that at the end. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But the idea was is okay, every time we take a subarray, right, of um, whatever, we know like the sum of everything up until the next element because it's just the windows expanding. There's two issues with that. One is I'm looking for the minimum element, not the next sum, right? So that didn't make any sense. I think the correct thing would have been passing through the parameters of the previous call, maybe, right? Because the cache would hold on to, okay, in this range, this was the minimum, right? So all I have to do is check the minimum of that subarray and then just the element, the next element, right? So all I have to do is check two numbers every single time for every window. Um, so that maybe was the idea of that stack. I don't know. I would, like I said, I have to look into it more, but um Yeah, that is all I have for today. I don't know what my plans are for this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to work on the research this weekend. If I want to maybe work on a project this weekend, because I have quite a bit of time on my hands. I'm not doing much this weekend, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's all. So I will see you tomorrow for day, I believe, 217. Take care. Bye.